My name is Katrina and welcome to my gardening show. Today I am going to show you how to plant golden delicious apples. The things that you're going to need to make this are some soil, 2 tiny solo cups, toothpicks, a tablespoon with any water that you can find, and your 2 seeds. Alright, so your first step is to take your solo cup, mine already has a little bit of dirt on the bottom, with some soil, your soil, and to scoop my soil, I'm just going to use my tablespoon. You can either just take your soil in the bag and just scoop the dirt into the solo cup, or however way you want to put the soil in. Before you put the soil in, you're probably going to want to take out things like this, which is wood, and it's not bad for the plant, but it's kind of big for the cup, and it will make it harder to see the seed if it has a bunch of stuff on the top. So once you did that, you are going to want to put your soil in your solo cup. 1, 2, and then 2 tablespoons should be about enough. Pack it down, but don't pack it down too hard, or else it'll be hard for the seed to get through the surface. Oops. And then your third step is going to be to make a small hole, not very deep, just a small hole, big enough to fit the seed. And you want to take your seed and you want it fat side up, skinny side down. So pointy side in the dirt, fat side up. And then just push it in with your toothpick, just a little bit. Just so you can see the top of the seed. There's the seed. And then you're gonna wanna take your tablespoon that you used to scoop it, or whatever you used. And to water these, you're going to wanna take whatever kind of water you have, and water these every day with 1.5 tablespoons. So you want to take your tablespoon, fill it with water, and gently put the water in, because you don't want to soak it too much in one area or make the seed go everywhere. So as you can see, I'm just going around, and as you put the water in, the soil is going to compact on itself, which is fine, but you're going to want to push the seed back down before you finish. And then 1/2 tablespoon. If you already have pretty moist water, soil, you shouldn't really have to water it today. But as you can see, the seed came up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is just push that back in, just a little bit, gently. Get in there. Okay. And as you can see, it's back in. And then you're pretty much done. I have ones that I've planted about 2 weeks ago. This one I planted too deep, so this is what happens when you plant it too deep. So it started to sprout, as you can see there, started to sprout, and I put it in too deep, so it's not going to sprout properly, although it will end up growing taller, and then the leaves will start coming out more. This one I planted a little bit too deep, so this one's gonna do what that one is gonna do. This already has leaves coming up, but no sprout, because I planted them too deep. But this one was planted about 2 weeks before I planted these ones, which I planted these ones May 2nd, 2017. And then this one was 2 weeks before that. And as you can see, it's sprouted pretty well. I didn't put it too deep, so there's an actual sprout, and the leaves are starting to show with these little things right here. That's what is going to, yeah. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Pretty simple. They don't need a lot of care. They just need to be watered with 1.5 tablespoons every day. And then you can put them in sunlight, but they don't have to be in direct sunlight until they start to get to this stage, or even this stage, because they need sunlight to grow. But when they're in their seedling forms, it's not really necessary. But other than that, you have yourself a golden delicious apple tree.